Morning to all. Confessions of a Born Spectator by Ogden Nash, Part 3, 11th English, Unit 2, poem Samachir Kalvi, prepared and presented by Mr. P. Velumani, Department of English. Already we discussed poet's introduction and then Part 2, 3 stanzas. Let us discuss 4th stanza. Well, ego it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough. They do not ever, in their dealings, consider one another's feelings. I am glad that when my struggle begins, twist prudence and ego, prudence wins. Well, ego it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough. Here, ego, it refers the idea or opinion you have yourself. That is high quality we have in our mind. It might be pleased enough here, but the jealous athletes play so rough. What is meant by jealous? Here, enthusiastic or active. So the poet expresses that ego is pleased enough, but it does not play with those active players who play so rough. Basically, while the players playing, they don't bother about others. They want to play their game. So they play very rough. They do not even in their dealings consider one another feelings. So here they refer athletes. Athletes do not consider one another feelings in their activities. So here dealings refer basically business. For example, all the players may be sponsored by someone. So the players never bother about another players' feelings. I am glad that when my struggle begins, twist prudence and ego, then prudence wins. So here the poet is very happy that his struggle begins between wisdom and ego. So here twist it refer the old English word between. The prudence means wisdom. Ego, so already I told you the idea or opinion you have of yourself. That is a fame and name we want to get in the field. So they played very rough. So end of that prudence ego, the prudence wins. That is wisdom wins. Here a poet's ego is pleased to become an athlete or a player, but the poet observes how enthusiastic players play so rough, hurting each other. So always the poet is a spectator. He is simply sitting in the ground and watching how the player plays so rough and hurting other each players. While playing, the players do not consider each other's feeling. They want to play well, so they never consider anyone. So the poet is glad that his struggle begins between wisdom and ego. The end of that is wisdom wins over his ego. So that is a fourth stanza the poet expresses. Next, when swollen eyes meets the narrowed fist, when snaps like knee and crack the wrist, when official demands, is there a doctor in the stands? My soul is true thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physics. Here, the swollen eyes meets a narrowed fist. Okay, here swollen, the eyes may be goes very red and anger. Then narrowed. What is meant by narrowed? Rough and twisted. So while they are playing, their eyes moves in a red or very angry manner. They never bother about anything about other players. They play very rough. When the athlete's swollen eye comes in a contact with a rough and twisted blow, his knee breaks and his wrist cracks. While they are playing, their knee snap. What is mean by snap here? Crack. Their knee may be cracked, or the wrist may be broken, whatever happened, but they don't bother about other players and their body. They want to play, they want to get a name and fame in the field, so they play very rough. While they have a cracking in their body or whatever it is, when the official dumb demands. So here official dumb refer the entire class or a body of officials, that is a particular referee or officers, higher officers in the playground. They are demanded means they are asked, is there a doctor in the stands? Is there a doctor available in the stands? Stands refer the section, the I section in the stadium. Then my soul is true thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physics. So here my soul is true thanksgiving. So my soul, it refer personification. My soul, the poet's soul offers thanksgiving for is modest physics. The physicus means a body of the player. Okay, here fist, wrist, demands, stands, and then fix, physicus. So these are rhyming words, rhyming scheme AA, BB, CC. Then fourth stanza, same AA, BB, CC. Here then the fifth stanza, when snap the knees and crack the wrist. Here snap, it is a cracking sound, and then crack the wrist. So this line refer sounding. So here the figures of speech onomatopoeia. Then my soul is true thanksgiving fix. So here the soul, it speaks about thanksgiving. So it is a personification. Athletes, I will drink to you or eat with you or anything except compete with you. Buy tickets worth their radium to watch you gamble in the stadium, and reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. Here, athletes, I will drink to you. I refer the poet. The poet says that he will drink with the athletes and eat with them or do anything except play or compete with them. But if you have free time, definitely the poet wish to drink with them and enjoy with them or play with them. Buy tickets worth of their radium to watch your gamble in the stadium. Here, the radium, it refer one of the costliest metal. Okay, one of the costliest metal. Whatever the price of the ticket, the poet is ready to buy and watch their playing in the stadium, to watch you gamble in the stadium. The gamble here refer run or jump happily. While the player is playing, he jump and make more sound and enjoy the game. So, and reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. So here, ultimately, the poet comforts himself that he is only spectator himself and is not an athlete. So the first thing, beginning of that, confessions that refer admitting something the same. So already poet described that I am always a spectator. I don't like to play as athlete. So in this poem, the poet's soul offers thanksgiving for modest physics, and ultimately he comfort himself that he is only a spectator, he is not an athlete. So here U, radium stadium. New U. So here A. Then radium stadium B. A new U once again A. So this is considered as light verse or unconventional rhyming scheme. Okay. Thank you.